everyone, I'm April, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you guys how to make your very own footed onesies. Alright, let's get started. So first you have to create your onesie pattern. I'm doing this by tracing my pajama pants and a long sleeve jacket together. Here I am placing them on fold, but you actually want to cut two and not put them on fold because the back and the front legs are going to be different sizes. After tracing the entire shape, go back and draw the front inner leg seam onto the pattern. I did this so it would be easier for me to cut it away afterwards. Also, don't forget to draw the back neck higher than the front when making your front and back pattern pieces. The black border is just my seam allowance. Originally, I was cutting it on fold, so I didn't add seam allowance to that one side, but make sure to add it on your pattern. You should end up having two front and back patterns like this. For the front pattern piece, I just trimmed away the outer leg seam. For the sleeve pattern, you want to trace the same sleeve from the shirt or jacket you used. Place the two back pieces right sides together and sew along the center back. I'm using my new serger to sew the two pieces together, but on a regular sewing machine I would use a zigzag stitch. For more information on the machine I'm using, you can check the description box. For the front of the onesie, take your zipper and mark where it ends. Then sew a regular straight stitch up to that marking and then switch over to a basting stitch for the rest of the center front. The basting stitch is used here so that when the zipper is inserted, it will be easier to seam rip. After the center front is sewn, place your zipper down the middle of the seam and pin it in place. Then I sew my zipper in using a zipper foot and a straight stitch. Now you can face the front and back right sides together and sew down the inner leg seam, the side seams, and the shoulder seams. Next, you want to cut two sleeves out and then fold them in half and sew down the side. Then pin the sleeve right sides together around the armhole and make sure to match up the seams. I made the footies by taking the measurement of my ankles and then dividing it in half. Then I basically just drew a little boot shape that was the size of my feet. Cut out 4 pieces and sew the boots together. Next, cut 2 elastic strips the size of your ankles and sew the ends together. If the pajamas you used are way too wide on the bottom, then you're going to have to make them more narrow. Mine were way too wide for the elastic, so I sewed down the inner leg seam. Now we can pin the elastic to the bottom of the pants and sew it down. Make sure to stretch the elastic as you sew. Once the elastic is sewn, take your boots and pin them right sides together to the pants. I am folding the bottom of my pants in half to find the center front and the back. Lastly, for the bottom of the foot, I roughly traced my foot. Pin them right sides together to the boot and sew all around using a zigzag stitch. After that, you're finished. Rock your onesie and have fun in it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more DIYs. And before you guys go, I have a 10% off coupon for sewingmachinesplus.com if anyone is planning on buying a new machine for Christmas.